Inside Oracle Arena. All right, here we go. Nothing going here on that drive. To Curry. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Hayward. Irving. Rebound Cousins. To Thompson. To Durant. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Curry. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Irving. Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Durant to Thompson. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Thompson to Durant. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Great look and vision. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. In just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Leads 5. Thompson to Curry. Driving right to the basket. Nice pass to set things up.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Rejected by Green.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Cousins. To Curry. To Cousins. Down to 5 on the 24. Cousins to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. And a putback slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Just off the mark.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. He knows he needs his bench. Brad Stevens turns to his reserves. Durant to Thompson. To Curry, down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Curry. Off the iron. Slams it home on the putback.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're tuned in to NBA Saturday Night on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it. Rozier rocking the rim. Man, that was sweet.
It's all about that first step, and it's all about angles. Look at the way he got his shoulders through the angle of the defender. That first step was great, but those shoulders getting through, that was a difference.
And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
To Curry, beyond the arc for 3. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
To Marcus Morris. Morris with a shot no good. To Green. To Curry. Thompson. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Durant from long range. And Boston has the rebound. Rozier with it. Down a bundle. Durant across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Thompson. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Curry with the ball.
Here we go. I got him.
Charging foul to number 30, Stephen Curry.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And the bucket's good for DeMarcus.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Rejected by Durant. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Warriors basketball to Thompson. Green to Curry. Oh, he had him there for a second. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
And stuffs it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys holding the big lead. Durant to Cousins. The drive right to the basket, right down Broadway, 4-2.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Irving brings the ball up court. Knocked loose. Brown with it up top. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Cousins. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Irving with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Green. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
He gets it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Celtics have it. Turned away by Cousins.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we hit the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Warriors didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Defense.
The Golden State Warriors have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Kevin Durant is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Warriors come away with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Inside, he scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Timeout Boston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Steve Kerr will change it up. To Hayward. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Durant across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. Ball's controlled by Boston. Hayward. Hayward unable to connect. Fires the three. Advantage to the D. Won't go for McCaw. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Easy path to the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
That's blocked by Durant.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Can't connect. Shot was forced.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. Curry to McCaw. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. It's no good. If he takes those shots, he'll be back on the bench in no time. And it's rejected.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Substitution being made in this one. McCall. Durant not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. Steve Kerr gets some new personnel on the floor. Cousins. Layup's good. That's his high. Percentage as it gets.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
It's Steph at the controls. To Cousins. Sizing up the defense. Count it. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
And it's Green, 4-2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. Kyrie lets it go. Shot by Kyrie, no good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Green to Durant. To Green. Durant. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Livingston. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Knocked loose. Knocked loose. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Kyrie Irving lines it up for two. Kyrie with a shot, no good. To Durant. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
And the finish on the nice step through.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Now a 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Warriors with a commanding lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Curry has it. To Durant. Oh, had him going there for a second. Durant to Cousins. Warriors come away with it.
Can the offense just run some clock here? I've seen enough.
Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Warriors come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Durant to Sean Livingston. Curling inside. Layup goes down. Well done.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of it.
To Hayward. Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Cousins. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Golden State at the controls. Durant. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Rozier into the front court. His guys down big. To Hayward. Cousins up to block the shot.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Steve Kerr making some changes to his lineup. Kyrie. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
It's Curry controlling the offense. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
And scores at the rim, Jay. Good luck recovering from that.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. They might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
I got ball.
Nothing going here on that drive. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Warriors have the basketball. Has a chance. Oh, look what I found. You know he had that one in his back pocket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Knocked loose. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good. Curry. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Tatum. Shot by Tatum won't fall.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
It's the Warriors who get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors could not have been more dominant in this game. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. Check out the leading scores for the Golden State Warriors. The Celtics did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Fast break points.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
Kevin Durant gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
on behalf